Hi everyone and welcome to the weekly KK report. We are appropriately in the kitchen, and that's not just because I'm a passionate long-term astrologer, but also a passionate organic chef and health educator and health coach. This Virgo new moon marks the forward motion that has been stalled quite a bit for most of the summer. And Virgo rules health in general, and people with strong Virgo placements tend to love to be in the health industry. And of course, myself, I have very strong Cancer and Virgo type placements that make me well designed to not only talk about health, but to cook and everything else. And that's one of the mysteries and one of the beauties of understanding your own chart, is learning where your energetic power comes from. And it's quite amazing. So, my passion is to really help you get deeper connected to the world around you, knowing that everything is energy and that it plays out on a daily basis. And we have opportunities to take advantage of that energy from the highest realm, or to kind of get sucked down into lower realms. Now, of course, you yourself will be affected in different ways. And you may have a good day, you may have not so good day. But I hope this weekly report helps you to utilize the energy more positively and to have a deeper understanding of things that are going on around you. So what am I sipping on right now? This is, and this can be found on my website, In the Kitchen with KK. And I love this. Unless you're doing long intermittent fastings, I really do recommend that you feed your brain in the morning. Your brain needs good fats, fiber, protein, keeping your blood stable, and also feeding your brain with antioxidants and omega-3s. So this No Blues Monday blueberry smoothie, and I've just made a variation of it. This is delicious. It can be found on my website. You're combining dark berries, blueberries, blackberries, of course, only organic, and raw walnuts. Excellent for the brain. In fact, their shape, the shape of a walnut looks like a brain. So that's a dead giveaway. I make my own homemade nut milk. I've got that in there. I love the Epic brand protein, very clean plant protein. That's in there. You can put a half an avocado. It makes it smoother, adds tons more nutrients and good fats, and as well as some protein. Spinach, chia seeds, and hemp hearts. Those add more protein, more omegas, more fiber, some cinnamon, some raw cacao nibs. This is absolutely delicious. So can you imagine yourself going to work, sipping on this, feeding your brain so you're ready to go when you get to work, feeling great. So yes, health and Virgo. It's also about toxic energy, our health is, right? And I wanted to bring up one thing about criticism. Criticism is a negative component of a Virgo type energy. Your moon in Virgo, Venus Virgo, you tend to see the flaws. But what you're really great at is making things better, because Virgo is about editing and sorting, and this time of the year is taking everything that we created this summer and streamlining it, editing it, making it better, getting it ready to bring to the market. And that is what this time is about. That's why we're so fortunate that this new moon has encased in it grand earth trine. That's right, because earth grounds us, creates foundations, and it builds. And it's really, really terrific. So keep building. And I wanted to talk to you about Dale Carnegie. If there's one CD set that you could listen to while you are in the car, when you have the kids in the back, listen to it so it kind of gets into their brain stream. But I love the CD set, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Dale Carnegie's brilliant. By the way, he was an early Sagittarius. Yeah, so that's another reason why he was generally optimistic and future thinking and a great educator, speaker. and writer. Those are all things ruled by Sagittarius. And and I do love listening to that. But he talks about any fool, and most do, can criticize, condemn, or complain. And he says, so don't criticize, condemn, or complain, because any fool can do that. So it takes, real leadership to have compassion and understanding, and to humble yourself, because nobody's perfect. And we've all made mistakes, and we all do make mistakes. But people do want to feel important. And the genuine thing that criticism makes people feel is not important. Okay? So first, humble yourself and point out your own faults and praise people for what they do right before you interject constructive criticism, right? Because it just makes you look like a fool, and there's no reason to devalue someone else because it doesn't make you look better, okay? The health with Virgo, it also rules the small intestine and assimilation. We talked about that in last week's Virgo report. And so just work on ways around that. Also, another thing around your health is setting routines. Because that is what Virgo rules as well, is getting into a new routine. Everyone's back in school, we're getting into a new routine. So revamp your AM and your PM routines. Those are the bookmarks of your entire day, because each day you wake and you have new opportunities for new success, and these bookmarks will help you get there. One of the most important things is to create habits. Here's one of my favorite sayings: we are not what we do, therefore excellence is a habit, not a trait. Remember that. We can get sucked into bad habits, so it takes a while to get out of bad habits. But you want to try to wake up and go to bed at the exact same time or around the same time. It gets your body into that sync, because we have our circadian rhythm within our bodies, and that can get all messed up and affect our sleeping cycles. Helping to set your internal clock, making sure that you're opening up the window nice and bright, getting that sunlight when you wake up to signal to your body it's time to get up. And no harsh alarms that shock you out of whatever sleep cycle you're in. You want to, and if you get your body rhythm together, your body will naturally wake up on time. I've pretty much my entire life gone to bed around 11 and woke up at 7. So you don't need an alarm once your body gets into that. Some people do, but try to phase into that wake up time. Do some stretching. And if you have time just for quiet meditation, you don't have to sit there and meditate for a whole hour. Just be quiet, but visualize the successes and the things that you need to do. And that gets you into a positive mindset to get going. And what else did I want to say? I do lemon and water. I used to do lemon and water every single morning. I do generally now. If you want to ramp that up, you can check out my Fire in the Hole, which is an immune boosting tonic. It contains lots of really amazing things that will jumpstart your metabolic process, kill off microbes and viruses. You can also jumpstart your lemon water by chopping up some garlic and adding that to it and shooting it down. Helps to clean up the liver, activate bile. Yay! Okay, so let's burst into this week, because we've got an amazing week ahead of us while I sip on my No Blues Monday blueberry smoothie. And it's absolutely delicious. Mine has raspberries in there instead of blackberries. So today, the moon, it might be void right now, but it's going into Libra. This morning, we had the ending of a grand Earth trine as the moon was trining Mars. So generally, you should have been up and getting stuff done, because moon in Virgo was still active at that time. Moon's going into Libra. Cooperation from others. We can get there fast by ourselves, but we can get further with others. That's really the Libra Aries kind of access there. We do need others and the cooperation of others. And to get the cooperation of others, people need to like you. You need to be diplomatic. Not just using charm to get what you want and to manipulate people. We know plenty of those people, right? But yes, people need to like you, and being kind and diplomatic is positive. Moon's trining Saturn, though, most of the day today, so it's action to achieve. And Libra is an action moon sign, so we are taking action. Wherever Libra is in your own natal chart, that's where the moon's action is playing out. And again, reach out to me if you don't have your natal chart, because it's really amazing to check it out. It's the last day of Mars in Capricorn. It's going into Aquarius tonight. And it's Rosh Hashanah today, the Jewish New Year. So Happy New Year to everyone celebrating Shana Tova. You know, it's a great time of the year right now to really move forward with the goals and the beautiful things that you are creating this summer. If you are an Aquarian, Mars is going into your sign. If you're a Leo, you've got the sun trining Pluto and sextiling Jupiter right now. So powerful times for you guys. If you're a Taurus or a Libra, Venus, your ruler, is getting upgraded and shocked a little bit with Uranus. Get out of a rut, and then it's bringing you back to sextile Saturn, and that is being secure and loyal and devoted to something that you want, right? And that is the last aspect before Venus goes retrograde on October the 5th. That's very positive and a good omen as well. If you're Virgo and Gemini, Mercury's making really amazing aspects this week. Okay, that's your ruler. Mercury rules our thinking, our thoughts, and our daily activity. So that is about kind of coming out of this visionary time that we have and getting solidified with a plan that's happening, Thursday through this weekend. Excellent, guys. Excellent. Tuesday, tomorrow, that's that Mars energy. It is now in Aquarius, so it is time now to move forward with a larger humanitarian type of view and utilizing your friendships to help you get moving and get going. And it's a great time for you Aquarians, early Aquarians, for accomplishing your personal goals. Don't use the Aries, the energy incorrectly, but it's personal assertiveness. Just watch being too assertive, right? And Mars is now so it's activating some area of your chart. You can find out where that is. But it's forward movement, because when Mars was retrograde, it was about digging in and transforming and going within more, of not pushing forward, checking the way that you were doing things. What else do I want to say? I want to try to keep these reports a little bit shorter. So Wednesday is a Mercury day. Mercury has been direct, but we're having a big time on September the 20th. That's when Mercury meets with the sun. That is the aha moment, the second time. So it's the results of the Mercury retrograde this summer. It's very important. We're still encased in Venus being in its wholeness and celebrating that all the way through until she goes retrograde on October the 5th, even though she's in her shadow now. But it's very, very helpful week. We are forming Earth trine energy. So Mercury is in an Earth sign, Virgo. So we are getting more organized and tending to the details of our life and our health. Opposing Neptune Thursday night. Get into your vision. Don't get distracted by confusion. Neptune is amazing for creating visions. All good entrepreneurs have the ability to create something out of a vision. But it's giving us the energy now to take action on that, which is beautiful. And the moon is going to be going into Scorpio, bringing in intensity and focus to our daily life. That is perfect for getting stuff done. Okay? All the while, Wednesday's a really super active day. All the while that Venus early in the morning, she's going to oppose Uranus in Earth signs. Okay? That's an awakening. It's still in Earth signs though, so it's not too shocking like when it was in the Aries. But then it's going to go on to sextile Saturn, and that is a solidification and like loyalty. It's solid. You know what you want. You're going to start moving in that direction, so it's supportive, and I like that. Thursday, Jupiter day. July, it's been so Scorpios. You've got Jupiter on you, but listen, Sag is coming up to you. And Jupiter's been direct since July the 10th, so if you're Sag or Sag rising, that ruler is now being forward movement, and because it's enjoined in this grand Earth trine right now, is so powerful. we know that Venus went into Scorpio earlier, over the weekend, and this is all about digging in deep to what we're committing to. So it's, teaming up with where Jupiter is. But Jupiter's going to rip through Scorpio, and it's going to be in Sagittarius as of November the 8th. Okay? The biggest aspect going on Thursday is Mercury opposing Neptune. That is about time to get out your vision boards, review what you've got going on, your broad brush strokes. Friday is void day all day. So just clean up what you have been focused on. It's going forward in the energy of Scorpio that gives us time to focus and get intent on cleaning up what we started. So it's feeding our productivity because the moon's going to go into Sag late in the evening on Friday, lighten stuff up. It is a Venus day on Friday. Venus in Scorpio is taking us deeper. It's going to go retrograde October the 5th. Like I said, the last aspect is the sextile to Saturn. And we are still in celebration mode of the accomplishments that we made and we brought out to humanity about what our gifts are since the spring of 2017. We're going to connect again. Beautiful. Saturday and Sunday, the moon's in Sagittarius. That is light. It is optimistic. That's future thinking. And it's energetic. It's a fire sign. And Mercury is lining up, like I said, with Pluto to give us a powerful plan in solid Earth where we're moving forward. And also sextile to Saturn, to Jupiter, giving us that nourishment and optimism and good favor, feeding that. Sunday is first quarter moon. We're going to feel it on Monday, though, because Monday next week is moon going to be in Capricorn. That is time to go to work. That is the entrepreneur. That is the executive. That is an action sign that wants achievement and results. So we're taking a step out. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the report. Check out my website for In the Kitchen with KK for this beautiful smoothie. Email me if you need your natal reports and if you'd like a personal reading to see how all of this energy is affecting your chart. I specialize in helping CEOs and people make important decisions on events coming up in their life. Have a beautiful week.